Now everything is fine, friends.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so now based on that, guys, based on that, in our project, different folders also there where we are working, now, guys, where we are working now. So now what are those folders now? So whenever we will create any project, right, TypeScript project or in Angular project also, these folders will be there, guys. Same like whatever structure will be there in the Angular, those structure I'm creating here itself only. Now, so third step we will implement what is that? We need to add following folder into project. What is that? A is the what is that? Public, and B is what is that? src folder. src folder. Now src folder. Now what is the use of public and what is the use, which kind of file we are maintaining in the src section and which kind of files we are maintaining in the public section, right? So public comprises of what is that? Static resources. Like what is that? html, like html, images, text, etc, right? These files we are maintaining in the public folder, right? Public folder. And in src section, which file we are maintaining now? So this one is comprises of what is that? Dynamic resource, right? Resource like what is that? css, ts is nothing but TypeScript, ts and js, Java script file. These kind of file, if we want to maintain, then what is that? We will use the src folder, right? Src folder. So now let's create both file folder. Now let's take inside that what? Let's take one is a public, another one is what? Another one is src folder. Two folders are there now. Come on, guys. We created inside that one src. No, both are there.
Yes, yes.
Inside.
Yeah, right. So two folders be created, guys. Okay, two folders be created. So inside that, what is that? Let's create one html page and we will see that, guys. Okay, just for the example sake only, I'm taking this one, right? I'm taking this one now. So here, what is that? In the public section, what is that? Let's create one file. Let's create one file, and a file name, let's give that like index.html, right? html. I given that file name as a index.html, right? html. Now here what I'm doing now, just simple I'm using what is that? html, right? html. Inside that, let's take now just demo sake, guys. Okay, head section, and another one is title. I'm taking what is that? Someone is doing simultaneously practice also. Keyboard wise, I'm listening. Who's that? Now what is the title, right? Title. Let's take index, right? Index. Our title is what is that? Index only, right? Index only. Now in the body section, right? Let's take body, right? Body. Inside that, let's take h2. Now let's take welcome welcome to TypeScript. TypeScript, right? Welcome to TypeScript. But the thing is, I want to present here some dynamic data also. I want to present some dynamic data also, right? Dynamic data also. So where we will write those dynamic data? Where we will write those dynamic data now, guys? So we will write those dynamic are nothing but TS file
Yes,
inside
file.
that in the
SRC.
SRC folder. In the
Yes.
SRC folder, right? I'm writing, let's take index.ts, index.ts.
Yes.
That index.ts file I wrote inside that what? I wrote inside that folder, right?
Source folder.
Now what I'm doing now, guys, what I'm doing now, so I'm just creating these things, right? So I want to use this TS file inside that what? HTML. I want to use this TS file
Yes.
inside that HTML, right? HTML. So what I'm going to do now, simply let's run this file first, right? I'm running this file. Run as a live server.
First one top.
Yeah.
Open with the live server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Started.
just we are getting the welcome to TypeScript, but after down, I want to present something. What is that? Something as a dynamic data. Which data comes as a dynamic data? Then what is that? Here, let's take one div tag, div tag inside that. What is that? Let's take class, right? Let's take class, or let's take ID, or let's take ID selector, right? ID selector. Let's take container, right? Based on this one only, here we will present some data, guys. Okay, this is the this is what is that selector, right? Based on this selector, what we will do it now, we will perform the operation, right? We will perform the operation now. So just you guys are not so good in the TypeScript still, then what is that? Just JavaScript, JavaScript code only I'm writing, guys. Okay, don't bother about this code now, how these things is working, because JavaScript file also TypeScript file only, right? TypeScript file only. So just I'm writing that one only to showing those things. Whenever we will move on, then we will learn the things, how these things is working, right? How these things is working. So what is that? I'm taking one function, and here what is that? Let's take body function name. I'm giving body load. I'm giving the function name as a body load, right? Inside that, what we are getting now, we are taking the DOM selector, right? Document dot get element, right? Element, I want to read that container, right? Whatever data I want to present it, right? Container. Okay, container. Inside that, I want to present some data which is coming from the TypeScript. We will take inner HTML, inside that what we will do it now, guys, we will write some message. Don't bother about that, because see, it's saying that what the this is the JavaScript file, and in the JavaScript file, this is the JavaScript syntax, and this syntax we are writing in the TypeScript. That is the reason we are getting, but don't bother about that. This one is will work, guys. Okay, this one will work. TypeScript running, right? TypeScript running. Now I'm writing the message now. Okay, so same like what is that? Here we need to read, but before that we need to fire that event. Now these things we will learn it, guys. Okay, now just I want to show the concept where we are writing the dynamic. In the SRC folder, we are writing the dynamic thing, the static things we are writing in the public section. So that is my intention to present front of you. So on load function, right? On load function, based on that, what we will do it now, we will fire that function now. So but if you check it by doing that one, you cannot. If you refresh it also, you cannot get the result. How you can get it the result? Until unless if you not compile, your TS file. Come on,
TS file.
right? So what
Yes.
Yes, yes.
what we need to do now, we need to compile it, right? So open
Open with integrated terminal.
integrated terminal, right? Open with integrated terminal. Then what is that? Let's take src rk, that is not, let's take command prompt, right? Command prompt. Now here what is that? tsc, what is the file name? index.ts, right? Compile it. Once you compiled, right? Once you compiled, error file index.ts.
You are in the RK script folder.
Oh,
You need to go to
yeah.
the SRC folder.
cd, what is that? src,
SRC.
right?
Then
Now,
run. Yeah.
now ts, sorry,
TSC. TSC.
index dot h dot jl ts, right? ts. Now
TS.
let's compile it. Okay, no issue, don't bother about that, guys. Okay, this is the warning, right? Warning, but still you can see that index.js, it's able to compile, right? Able to see, is saying that what is that? The left hand side of assignment may not be optional proper. Oh, okay, properly access, right? It's saying that properly. No issues, no issues. Come here. Okay. But in array HTML, we are using like that only, right? I want to show the data. Oh,
Why don't you just take it in
no.
index.js?
Question mark I given, no? Get element by ID, right? Now let's compile it. Now it's compiled, right? Now it's compiled. Come here. But it's still not reflecting. Should reflect. Function on load. Sorry, guys. We are not linked at all, right? We need to link in the HTML, right? We need to link the inside that HTML that what? Yeah. So what we need to do now? What we need to do now? We need to add what is that? Script, right? We need to add a script, right? src, right? Now inside that, what we need to do now? This is there in the different folder, right? So
Index
dot, right? Now src inside that index dot js we need to give, then it will work. Now come here and see this TypeScript running now. Come on.
Yeah.
TypeScript is running. So what we need to do now, every time whenever we will work in the Angular also, guys, same things will be there now. Same things will be there now. Like that only we are presenting the things in the HTML. But the thing is now we are learning the console based things. That is the reason I'm not able to present these things to you guys, right? To you guys. So that is the reason. Now what is that? Let's move on and let's discuss next level discussion now, guys. Okay, this is the folder structure we will follow at the time of doing the creating the project in the TypeScript, right? So everyone is comfortable with this explanation, guys? So anyone or
Yes, sir.
anyone?
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
So shall we move on now? Till now, whatever things we learn now, guys, how many things we learn now? So we started data type learning, right? Data type, right? Inside that we learn, we started to learning primitive types, right? Primitive types. In that we learned what is that? Number, boolean. No, boolean still not. We will discuss about that. No, oh, boolean we completed, right? Boolean, we learned boolean. C, we learned what is the string also. We learned string, right? We learned string. Now D is a null. Null is there, and what is that? E is what is that? Undefined.
Undefined.
Undefined is left now. Okay, undefined is left now. Undefined is left now. So now after then we need to learn what is that? We need to learn non-primitive.
Non-primitive.
Non-primitive. Non-primitive. Non-primitive types. Non-primitive types. In the non-primitive types, how many things will come? Arrays. Array will come. Object will come. Object will come, and a map will come. These data type is what? This data type is what is that? Non-primitive type.
Non-primitive
And
type.
one more things, guys. Okay, note. I'm writing note, right? So if data type is not defined, not defined for variable in TypeScript, then what is that? Then it is configure. One minute. Configure. It is configure as what is that? As any type. Any type, right? Any type now. Okay, so in the initial day only, when I was started data type, at the time only I tell all super class, all variable, sorry, all data type is super data type is what? Any type, right? Come on.
So this one is a by default any type.
Why you are asking now only? Whatever things I'm explaining, why you are not focusing? Just I started, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, already I explained any type. If I'm not explained, then why you are asking? Even though I clearly said that, right? This is the super of what? All data type on that day only. Become intelligent is good, but unnecessary showing the talent is not good, bro. Okay, so now let's begin it, right? Let's begin it. So now what is that? Now let's understand. But the thing is, guys, okay, but the thing is, I'm explaining. Let's understand. Now, after then, if you have the doubt, let me know that. I'll clarify now. Okay. Now let's begin it, right? Let's begin the discussion. But the thing is, like whenever we are declaring, right? Whenever just assume that, what is that? Let's open our TS file, index.ts. Now here, what I'm doing now, just remove it, those things, right? Just remove those things now. So here I'm taking what is that? Let username, right? Username equal to 10. If I declare, right, means what is that? We know that TypeScript is strongly type or not, guys? Is TypeScript is strongly type na? Come on.
Yes,
Now,
yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Ravi.
now respond. Why you are becoming silent? Now let's take the username as a 10. So username as a 10. If we are declaring that one. So even though if we not take number, right? If we not take number, still once we store the any number of type, right? This variable is treat as a what? Number type. What is
Number.
showing now? What is showing now? Number,
Number.
right? Now, if you store here, what is that? String. If you store here is string, this variable is coming, what is that? As a string data type.
As
Na?
a string.
Hmm?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
As a
That's
string
it.
now. As a string now. After then what? If you think about that, after storing this what? After storing that 10, what is that? If you think about that, I'm taking the R. Let's take username equal to string or any data. Then it will give what is that? Problem. Then it will give the problem. What is saying that? What is that? Let username number and type string is not assigned to type,
Number.
right? Not assigned to number, right? Come on.
Yes.
Not assigned to number means what is that? What is that? Because of that, why we are getting this one? Because string, sorry, TypeScript is what? TypeScript is what? Strongly type, right? Yeah.
Strongly type.
So that is called, what is that? That is called, what is that? Type inference, guys. Okay, what is the type is inference? Let's understand those things now. Let's understand those things now. But before that, I'm giving that examples to you, right? So let, let's take username equal to 10. Whatever data we will store without declaring any data type also. Then what is that? That type will become, that by default, that variable will become that type only. Means this one is, what is that? Then this one is what? Valid. This one is what? Valid. Now let I'm taking username. And now again, what I'm doing now, let's take one more example, guys. Let's take one more example. Now I'm taking let username, but thing is, let's implement store username. I'm taking what? I'm taking, what is that? Let's take RK, means what is that? This one is not valid. This one is valid, guys. Valid or invalid?
Invalid.
This one is invalid, right? This one
Invalid.
is invalid. But the thing is, if you take like this, let username, right? Let username. If you are taking the declaration and if you are assigning later, means what is that? Let's take username equal to 10, right? If you are taking this one again, what you are doing now? Username equal to string means what is that? Both is working, right? We are not getting any error. Are we are getting? No, na. If we are getting the error, we can get the red mark, right? We can get the red mark, right? But here,
Yes,
what
sir.
is that? Means after declaration, whenever you are assigning, means you can assign, what is that? String data as well as number data or any kind of data. Means what is that? Here it's a treating as a any. Here, if you are declaring like, see, what is that? Let username is what? Any type or not by default? Come on, guys.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
By default, what is that? Any type. Any type means what is that? You can store Boolean type also, string type also, object type also, any kind of data you can store in this variable, right? It means what? When you are getting these things now, whenever you are at the time of declaring, you are not assigning any value. If you assign any value, then what is that? You are getting the error now. Come on.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? But the thing is, if you are not assigning any data, then what is that? This variable will treat as a any type.
Any type.
Any type. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, why you are becoming it's totally silent, man? Please respond it. I want your response, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
sir.
I don't know which one, that fellow. What is that person name? Whatever my current discussion is there, he is not thinking in the current discussion, future discussion only is asking. Once give me that time, right? If I'm not clearing your doubt, then put finger on me. I don't have any problem if you are putting finger on me, right? if I'm not until unless if I'm not reaching on the point, if I'm not explaining those things, if even in my explanation any doubt is there, then you can ask, right? If still that if I'm not reaching on that point, if you are asking here only what I can give the answer now, you only guys tell what I can give the answer. Okay, so now this is called, what is that? Now let's understand type inference, guys. If you are sitting in interview, definitely you interviewer will ask 110% this question will ask. What is that? Type inference, right? What is the type inference now? So type inference is nothing but what is that?
The data, any type data can.
No. Type inference is what is that? According to the value initialized, right? According to the
According to
value,
value, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
initialized, that is called what? Type inference, right? So our
Type inference.
yeah. So now question is why is type inference? Why is type inference? Because that explanation I given, this is called, what is that? Based on that value we taken here, what is that? Any type, as well as you can take by default also any, there is no problem in that, right? But why we will take explicitly this one is taking now. So means what is that? Based on that your requirement, if you have the requirement to store in this variable what, in number type, then you can store it. If you needed, what is that? String type, you can store it. If you need, what is that? Boolean type also, you can store it. True. This is called, what is that? Type inference of variable. This is called, what is that? Type inference. According to your choice, you are storing the data in the variable, right? Even though our TypeScript is strictly typed, and this facility is there to store the data, right? Store the data. Then our question is why type inference, right? So answer is what is that? It is a technique of, what is that? Configuring data type, right? Data type for variable according to the value, initialized, right? So now what is that? Just what is that? According to type inference, right? Means what is that? Just assume that here, what is that? Okay, now here, what is that? Here we are storing string.
Yes,
We store
simply.
that string, right? We store the string, right? String means what is that? R any data, not string, only a R a R s any data. That is what it's a treating as a, what is that? String na? String. Come on. Come on, respond it. What is showing now, guys?
Yes,
Ravi,
yes,
string.
string only.
String only, right? Now just assume that here we are taking number, then sorry, number, right? Without double
It's a
quote.
string.
Now then what is that? It's becoming number.
Yeah, based on the value variable type change.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's
it's a changing, right? Based on that variable, according to variable, it's a changing, right? It's a changing. That is called what? That is called, what is
type
the
inference.
type inference, right? So what is the syntax now? What is the syntax now? Let's take here, let's take Ravi. This is valid. This is also valid. But what is that? Dynamically, if you are changing, right? If you are changing, you cannot. Now, LET, you are taking age. You are taking age. Let's take 22, or let's take 26, 27, right? I am mine age only giving. 27, right? So whenever we are giving these things, then what? This is the, we are initializing value. If we may give that what, this one also valid only. This is also valid only. But
Valid.
if we give here a string, then it will treat as a string only, right? So based on that, it's a changing the behavior of variable. That is nothing but what? That is nothing but what is that? Type inference.
Type inference.
Syntax, right? Syntax, right? These are the, you can store and you can check with your side also. So now another question, let's prepare it, guys. Okay, related to interview only. So our question, people are feeling bored, guys?
No, no.
No, Ravi.
No, Ravi.
Our question
It's
is,
an interview question.
configure configuring data type for variable in TypeScript. Is it mandatory?
Not mandatory.
No. Answer is no. No. Okay, guys. So now let's discuss about that what? Let's discuss about that union type, right? Union type in TypeScript. So everyone is ready for the next level discussion now, guys?
Yes, Ravi.
So
Yes, Ravi.
everything,
Yes, Ravi.
guys, each and every concept, if already someone is working on the Angular, right? They can understand about our subject level as well as whatever things I'm explaining. Now our question is, what is that? Our question is, what is union of TypeScript, or type, or union of what type, right? Let's understand these things. So simply what we are doing now, guys, let just example I'm taking, right? Username and a string, string I'm taking, let's take Ravi. I'm taking, what is that? Ravi here, right? Ravi. After some time, what is that? After some time we are taking username equal to 10. It's not working, right? Come on, this is not valid, right?
Yes.
This
Because
is not valid, because
upper is given string.
yeah, here we given the string. Now let's copy this one and come on the edit ID now. So now it's showing that what? It's showing that, what is that? It's showing that problem or issue, right? It's showing that issue now, guys. Come on. Right?
Yes, it
But
is.
the thing
Yes,
is,
Ravi.
but the thing is, in the same declaration, I want to store both kind of data. I want to store both kind of data, right? Both kind of data, string as well as, what is that? String as well as number also. Number. Then what is that? We will take pipe symbol, and we will take number data type also. Whenever see error is gone or not, guys, come on. Error
Yes,
gone.
Ravi.
Error gone.
Yes, yes.
This
Yes,
concept means the same simultaneously you can store, like, what is that? I'm taking, what is that? Username equal to true. Let's take true. I'm taking true. Now true is giving the problem, right? Now I'm again taking the pipe symbol. I'm taking, now let's take boolean. Whenever I'm taking the boolean, that error is gone. Come on, that error is gone.
Means pipe.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Ravi.
Yes, sir.
yeah, so this concept
Okay.
is nothing but what, friends? This concept is nothing but, what is that? Union type.
Union.
Union type, right? Union type. Why it's needed, guys? Because by declaring in the same type, whenever we are doing the programming based on that same different, if we want to perform the operation in same functionality, then we are using these things. These things also you will see in the Angular. Whatever things will come in the Angular, guys, everything only here only I'm clearing to you people. clearing to you people. That is the reason you need to focus more focus on these points now. These points now. But you will say, Ravi, you are saying that what is that like that, then why you are doing like this? Don't do na, don't do instead of doing this much things, right? Instead of doing this much things, you need to do the just simple, what is that, any type. If you declare, then still it's working, right? But the thing is, guys, if we take any type, we can store any type, right? Any type, even the object type also data we can store. But our requirement,
Yes.
our programming requirement is only in the same function. I want, what is that, string, number and boolean only. Then if we take the any type, that their programming violation will come or not? Come on.
Validate only particular
Hmm.
type of values can store.
So,
Then
yeah.
we use
So
union.
if you are
Good.
taking this one, this is not a union type, guys. Okay, just only if you are taking a specific data type with performing the operation in the variable, that is called what? Union type. This is the difference, right? This is not at all union type. If you are taking with the any keyword, you are taking with what? Any keyword. This is the valid syntax for the union, but this is not, right? Clear, friends?
Yes, Ravi.
Hmm?
Yes,
Yes.
So you
Very
can
good,
give,
clear.
yeah, you can give the answer. You can give the answer. You can give anyone asking about union type. So it is the technique. It is the technique. It is the technique of what is that? Configuring a variable to handle multiple data type. Multiple data type, right? Multiple data type. Now fine, guys, so just what is that? Just if you are taking whatever data type you not declared, right? Whatever data type you not declared here, whatever data type you not declared, right? You not declared, just assume that I'm removing that what? Boolean type. Then what is that? It will, this one is not valid, then this one is not valid, this one is not valid, but this one is, what is that? Valid. This one is valid because already we declared, right? Because already we declared the things, right? Declared the things now, guys. Okay, fine now. Now fine. So now till now we learned about that, what is that? Primitive data type. In that, don't worry about that, guys. Null and undefined, these things we will learn. This one is not a much bigger concept, right? Bigger concept. Now let's enter inside that non-primitive data type also. Let's start working on what is that? Non-primitive data type. So everyone is ready for that? You want
Yes.
to
Ready.
today?
Yes,
we
yes.
are.
Guys, if you are lagging your curiosity about that, no issues. Clearly you can tell me, right? I can stop the session, we will continue tomorrow. I won't have any issue. But if you want, I can. Or anyone
Are you
anyone
feeling no problem now? As your
Yeah,
health is
ready.
also not good.
are you want? No, I won't have any issue. Don't worry about that, Sakti, right? I taken the medicine, na? So I'm normal only.
No, if you are not well, then we will get continue tomorrow.
No, tomorrow. Why we will
Yeah.
continue tomorrow? Today only. Today only we
No,
will.
if you
Yeah,
are not well, actually I am saying if you are not well,
No,
because you have said na, that's why.
don't worry about anything. Okay, let's
Okay.
if or anyone want break, I can give the break also. I won't have any issue, guys. But show the curiosity to learn the subject.
I hear.
yeah.
Shall we start it now?
Yeah.
We'll start
Yes.
today.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
it will take place to me.
What Sandeep?
You don't want to be that much selfish, actually.
It's okay, no issue, no one. I'm only
Yes.
giving the freedom to you, na. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we understood. But anyways, right? It's about health is important as well.
Oh, okay, no
Yeah.
issue.